And the last talk I don't see in the room. I'm kind of worried. Oh, but here.
Excuse me, young man.
Please welcome the most prominent worldwide expert in web technology, Dr. Stanley Dards.
Thank you. I don't like talking about how I came up with the idea of the web, but young Virgin over here, he's rather insistent. He's been awful fuss, so here I am. Now, it was many years ago. You're all young, so you've probably not quite so young. And back when things were in black and white, and young Timmy, little shorts, little cat, he used to come and stay at our house every summer, and he'd say, "Oh, Stan, let's go and read some books." Amazing. He has an insatiable desire for knowledge, for learning. There's a commendable. So we would spend hours, excuse me, in the library. It takes up most of the east wing. It's got very, very high shelves, packed with heavy books. This is in the old days when the books were written with paper. Books, very heavy, and on every subject you can imagine. Now, he would get a book, and he would read through it. Let's say it's on Papua New Guinea, something like that. And he would point at a picture of a frog. Uncle Stan! Uncle Stan, he would say, sort yourself out. Get me a book about frogs. And I would say, no, I'm not going to go climbing up and down the ladder, fetching a heavy book for you, young Timmy. That's what butlers are for. So I told him, ask Jeeves. And,
quick shave.
Photoshop it on later. Now, good old Jeeves, he was getting on a bit, but he would go up and down and fetch these books for young Timmy, and hardly complain at all very much, although I must say we sort of cut out his complaints and ignored them. It was inevitable he was going to fall off once or twice, but that struck me at that time, that occasion when he fell off. I thought, wouldn't it be marvellous, simply marvellous, if we could have a system where we got a book, we opened it, we pointed at the frog in Papua New Guinea, and then another book would fly off the shelves into our hands, and would open at the right page as if by magic. Well, I remember young Timmy's face when I said, eyes as big as dinner plates. And he said, actually, I don't really remember what he said, because it was too fast. But I said, slow down. I don't remember it being that amusing. He said it again, and he said, Uncle Stan, do you really think that could happen? And I said, with the right bunch of people, I think it just might. And so that was that really, that was the beginning of the web all those many years ago. Now, good old Jeeves, or poor old Jeeves, ever since that episode he walked with a bit of a limp, but I think it was all worth it, don't you? Thank you very much.
Session of lightning talks. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for seeing us.